Hi guys, welcome to the News Now Nation channel. Today we're extremely excited because we have Mr. Sumed with us, who is going to talk to us about his company called eMotorrad, or short in short we call it, or the acronym for which is EM. And they are bringing a huge revolution in my head about bringing more sustainable means of transport in the country, and also building a community of cyclists, a community of bike lovers, and creating a really new product and a really innovative product at that. So we're really excited to talk to you about your product. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for talking to us.
Thanks. Pleasure is mine, Mishri. Tell me.
Awesome. So just to start, if we can understand a little bit more about how the idea behind this product came about. And before we actually get into the idea, for our viewers who don't exactly know, can you tell us what this product is?
Okay. So the name of our company, as rightly you mentioned, it's eMotorrad. The literal meaning of eMotorrad is a rider who rides an electric bike or electric motorcycle or electric bicycle.
Uh-huh.
So this is what eMotorrad means for us. And idea started way back in 2016, where electric vehicles were new to the country and products were not really good for the country and the roads. That's where we thought scooters might not be the right sustainable solution to introduce right away. So we were working on electric cycles since then. We four of us, Rajiv, me, Kunal, and Adi, we were working on the project, and that's how we came across very good product, electric cycle. And we thought this can really complement the existing cycle market and the electric scooter and the IC engine scooter market, because electric cycle runs on a motor, which is a
Correct.
250 VLDC motor. It has
Correct.
its own battery, which gives you a comfortable range of 70 plus kilometer on pedal assist. So
Wow.
you can still exercise and reach faster distances, because the
Wow.
top speed goes around 25 kilometer per hour. So
Yeah.
it was fitting in the right use case. A person can use this product for exercise, a person can use this product for commuting, and people can use this product for recreational activities. They can take this product to hill stations to enjoy the hill. They can take this product on a weekend drive. Like, for example, they want to go from Pune to Lonavala, they can comfortably go because it gives you additional motor power. And
Absolutely.
if you want to use commute normal cycle, you cannot, because you will sweat, and nobody likes sweating when they are reaching office.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
electric cycle fits into the right use case. So here what happens is, when you're riding an electric cycle, there are three modes. One is the throttle mode, which is like works like an accelerator. So you just sit on the bicycle, use your pedal as a footrest, and you can comfortably reach your office without sweating. And while going back, you can drive the cycle on mechanical mode, where you can actually exercise and reach home in a very good and enthusiastic way. So this can be used as a combination of the product, hybrid product. Plus, one more use case of the product we thought, why electric cycles are important was, see, there is a range anxiety. When you're riding an electric scooter, you don't know if the battery drains out, or if you reach and you don't know where to go now, if there is a problem in the vehicle. But in electric cycle, you can pedal.
Yeah.
If something goes wrong, even if you have
Yeah.
that anxiety in your mind,
Yeah.
what if, even though the product is good, but there will always be what if. So there you can pedal.
Yeah.
You don't have to stop on middle of the road. So these were
Absolutely.
all the use cases. So that's where
Absolutely.
the ideas got generated, that electric cycle can really complement the market of existing cycle. It
Yeah.
can complement market of electric scooter. It can complement the market of IC engine vehicles also. So
Yeah.
that is the reason we selected an hybrid product.
Awesome. That's really cool. If I could ask, what was your main motivation behind creating this product? What was the reason that you wanted to bring? There are so many, there are a million advantages of it. I think the environmental advantage is also a huge one that we will talk about later. But for you personally, what was the biggest, the why behind your product?
You roam around the road. The roads are fully packed. Population is not going to go down. It is going to go up. Public infrastructure is not that strong in the country. How do you accumulate all these things? Mobility becomes the prime concerns. Like,
Absolutely.
giving you a great example, when you were locked down,
Yeah.
the economy went drastically down. And what could be the reason? I believe because people were locked in the houses.
Mm-hmm.
So it becomes fifth essential need of human mankind.
Absolutely.
What is the food, shelter, and house remains three. What is the fourth is communication. Like,
Yeah.
communication is the key which is bounding both of us. We are able
Right.
to talk because of communication.
Absolutely.
But what is fifth is mobility. And that was the problem to be addressed. You see, in 150 years, nothing had changed in vehicles. You still go buy an Activa, you still go buy an Kia, you go and buy a Mercedes.
Yeah.
They give you that traditional old huge key. They'll keep the good pictures with you. That's all. Nothing had
Yeah.
changed.
Yeah.
The vehicles run same. The locks has not changed. You have one key in your pocket. That's all. It has not changed in 150 years. So mobility is something which is undergoing a rapid revolution. And why, if there is a chance that we can be active participant to bring this
Absolutely.
change, this excites us, all of us, because mobility
Absolutely.
is something which we believe is going to be the revolution sector. Because uh, public infra, you see public infra, what sort of population it carries. It doesn't much if you leave Delhi and Mumbai behind, rest remaining all 110 cities, which we call tier 2 cities. Public infrastructure is not strong.
Yeah.
Then you cannot accommodate all people on the roads with
Absolutely.
cars and bikes.
Absolutely. Yeah. It also
And
becomes inaccessible and unaffordable to a huge chunk of the population.
think of the population, correct? See, 10 years back, go 10 years back, let's go in 2010, where moped was costing you around 45,000 rupee and fuel was around 48 rupee. In 10 years, what has changed? Average income per parity income of the country has not changed. But what is the scooter moped price now? It's 1 lakh change. And when we are fuel, we are touching 100 rupee. If
Yeah.
your income has not changed, then how do you afford a mobility?
Yeah.
You will not believe there is a very good statistics. The people who buy a moped today in the country, the 68% household income doesn't exceed 40,000 rupee a month.
Yeah.
Their household income, it's not just their alone. Their household income is not exceeding 40,000 rupee a month, and they are spending 6,000 to 7,000 on mobility. This has to have, this needs to change. And let's say we're sitting in Pune, cost of living is something which is very high, but mobility spend is same. You buy the Activa at the same price, you buy the fuel at the same price. You go down to tier 2, tier 3, and non-tier cities where income is very less, per parity income is very less. Cost of Activa still there is same,
Yeah.
cost of fuel is same. So mobility chunks is contributing to 38 to 40% of their total expense.
Yeah.
How do you bring it down? Electric is the right solution. It's sustainable
Yeah.
and it's economical. You ride
Absolutely.
10 kilometers on 1 rupee.
Absolutely. No, you're right. That makes a lot of sense. And I think it really is the future, going more electric. In fact, recently I'm seeing cars that are hybrid, that are a little bit
Correct.
electrical, but also work on, I think it's called Camry. That car has entered the
Correct.
mainstream market. And
Yes.
it's entering, and people are realizing the importance of, firstly, sustainability. And secondly, what is really cool about this product is just making mobility accessible, yes, cheaper and accessible,
Correct.
but also
Accessible.
increasing the element of physical exercise and the element of fitness in mobility, which is completely lacking right now.
Correct.
Pune, we are both in Pune right now, and Pune is known to be a city known for its scooters. We have probably the highest number of scooters. We have the highest scooter market. We, in fact, at News Now Nation, we spoke to somebody who sells second-hand scooters and is in the pre-owned scooter space, and we realized that Pune is one market that is extremely, because the public transport is not as developed. People are very, very likely to have your scooters and your bikes and
Own transportation, yes.
their own personal transportation. So I think it's a great market to start in. Also, our city specifically. Um,
Correct.
it's a brilliant place to be. Can I just ask a little bit about your educational background and if that had any sort of role to play in the designing of the product?
Not educational, but certainly professional. I'm a mechanical engineer, same University of Pune pass out. Then I did my master's in marketing,
Hmm.
and that's how my journey started. My first job was with Autocom India Private Limited, which was into telematics and IoT, a connected vehicle platform, and we were solving a lot of problems in micro mobility. We had the GPS solution, we had the auto lock features, we had mobilizers. So there were a lot of companies which were trying to get into the rental space. Can
Hmm.
I rent a scooter like Vogo, On, Bounce? There were a lot of companies they were trying to get in, and technology was backbone for them. And definitely, I was one of the suppliers and one of the predominant name in the IoT industry there, which triggered the use case of IoT in mobility space. And that's where my attraction This sector actually attracted me a lot because mobility was something everyone was betting.
Absolutely. And just to clarify to our viewers, IoT is not that common. It's Internet of Things, right?
Correct. It's Internet of
Internet of
Things.
Things. Yeah. So that is what
Internet
IoT means. I think engineers sometimes forget that everybody doesn't know what IoT.
I agree. So Internet of Things is nothing but where you have a complexity of hardware, software layer. Uh, you have software, you have mobile applications, you have servers, you have drivers. Like you can control the environment. For example, remote switching of your vehicle, remote switching on your vehicle. This is all IoT. Internet of Things means it's a complexity of environment of physical and the software interaction. That's what we can say in layman term. So that was IoT. So that had a huge application in mobility.
Yeah,
That's where I understood the potential which lies in mobility segment. That
absolutely.
was the first trigger point, you can say,
Absolutely.
where
You,
to move
you know,
towards
mobility really often defines, it's sort of a reflection of your standard of living. It also becomes like a sort of a status symbol. It also becomes a sort of like, it's a part of your lifestyle, right? Because you have to go from one place to another. How you
Yes.
do it depends a lot on your income. It depends a lot on the city you live in. It depends on a variety of factors. My one question to you is that when you enter the mobility space, even with a product as unique and with 100 advantages, there's no doubt about it. One problem that, and I think one argument that I'm sure you faced is that because you when you enter the vehicle space, when you enter the mobility space, you are automatically competing with every other vehicular mode of transport. You
Yes.
automatic, even though your product is completely unique, comes with a story, it's still competing because income is limited, right? So when you are in this situation, one argument that I see is that this bike, an electric bike, can only transport one person at one time. And in
Correct.
India, vehicles are a family asset. uh,
Family.
they are a family asset, exactly. So in this situation when only one person can use it, what do you say to your customers? Do you tell them that no, we are not trying to compete with your bikes and cars, we are trying to create a separate solution for you? Is
Correct.
that it, or how does it work? What is your view to people who I'm sure must be saying this to you?
Okay, I'll tell you a little bit about the use case. You see, whenever there is an India is a very complex living and organizational work structure. I'll tell you why. Because you go into Western market, there are residential complexes, or there are residential areas, and there are commercial areas. That's how their public infrastructure is pretty much sorted because they just run to point A to point B and point B to point A.
Correct.
This sorts their 50% of mobility need. But how is India? You will take an example of Pune. Take example of Hinjawadi. There is an IT park and there is a residential complex inside it. The
Absolutely.
people are staying everywhere.
Yeah.
So there is no residential and commercial zone which are developed. So node and terminal, what I say. So node is the point where you start your mobility. Terminal is the point where you terminate the mobility. Nodes and
Absolutely.
terminals are pretty much complex. And that is the reason people like to stay within 7 kilometers of their workplace. So if you say there is one company, this TCS is opening a tower here, in 7 kilometer area, there will be hundreds of societies which will be coming up. Why people don't want to travel 2 hours a day and spend their 30% of time in the traveling itself. So how do you travel to your workplace? You commute with people or you go alone? 90% of the cases are alone.
Yeah. Absolutely.
90% of the cases are alone.
Yeah.
So that's the use case. I want you to have a healthy life. So drive my bicycle to your workplace, come back. I'm not competing with scooter segment. I'm not competing with car. Car is not considered as the mobility in the country. It is
Mm.
prestige.
Mm.
Once I reach a social status, I need a car. Doesn't matter. I don't use it. I
Yeah.
want that in my sitting in my parking space
Yeah.
because I own a flat and I don't want to keep my parking space empty.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
that's a social status that we are not going to compete any point of time because that's a social prestige for any person. People go with family to receive a car. So what does this imply? And they're very very possessive about that asset and they have a great pride saying that I own
Yeah.
this car, so don't
Yeah.
compete. So that's a your family vehicle. Now when it comes to scooter, it is possible that, as like you mentioned, there are multiple use cases where people travel with family, with children. So we are not competing that. I'm not going to compete with scooter, I'm not going to compete with cycle. I'm creating a mobility skill. Back then when you're 4 year old, what was the first mobility gift you had?
A
I'm
cycle.
100%
Yeah.
sure it was cycle. It was cycle. That was first mobility gift.
Absolutely.
What
Absolutely.
happened thereafter to you? Where you turned 17, 18, that was the time where you required mobility and you were definitely not riding cycle then. You wanted your family vehicle, either car or a bike.
Absolutely.
Correct? This
Yeah.
was possible by 2010, but now you see the cycle is costing around 10,000 and your scooter is costing you 1 lakh rupee. There's no step in between.
Yeah.
This can be a mobility step which can complement the cycle market and electric scooter and IC engine scooter market. So that
Absolutely.
is the step. So
I
does it
I agree.
does it have a disadvantage of two people riding the same? It does, but there is enough use case where you can ride this.
Absolutely. I agree with you. And also, we spoke about how a car is a symbol of prestige. I think riding a bike to work is a great symbol of fitness. And it's a great
Yes.
symbol about how you respect your body, you respect the environment around you, and you want to, like, one part of your mobility, going to work and coming back to work is a major part of the amount we move around. Yes, we need a
Correct.
car to also take road trips across cities sometimes. Yes, we might need a car to travel with our family across the city, but this is still enough of a need to target. This is
Correct.
enough of a need to get a separate solution for, and to do it in a way that helps the environment, helps our bodies, helps the roads, and creates less traffic.
Correct.
There
Correct.
are just a million benefits to it. So I think that's really interesting.
Yes,
Um,
and I'll give you an example here. My
Absolutely.
product complements car users. I'm having multiple products. One of the product is a foldable electric cycle. You can literally fold it and get your this vehicle in your boot space. So when you plan your next road trip, you can just go there, take my electric bike out, and enjoy the environment in a very good way.
Wow, that's brilliant. Firstly, I have to tell you, I'm personally very excited to see your product, and I'm definitely going to come down and take a test ride, which is, I think, an
You're
option on your
most
website.
welcome.
That is very exciting to me. Just before we, is the e-motorrad, is it only, what is the age limit? So for a scooter, you need to be 16 plus. For a car, you need to be 18 plus. So what about for this cycle? For a cycle, you can be 3. So what is the age threshold?
For electric cycle, if you go by the norms, there's no specific norm which is governing the electric cycle domain. So, and as long as the vehicle is powered, the top speed of the vehicle is limited to 25 kilometer per hour, and the power wattage of the motor is limited to 250 watt hour. So, we are pretty much good. Anybody can ride. There's no RTO regulation. It's fine. You ride without helmet.
But do you have a recommendation? I'm sure you don't recommend it for like 8-year-olds.
8-year-old will not sit on an electric cycle at all because of height issues.
Yeah.
That is
So,
definitely.
but I would say 15 plus, 14 or 15 plus.
Can say that. 14 is what says 6 to 7 standard. Yes.
Yeah.
So I really have a very good statement here. You go on my website, and if you scroll it down, there is a customer testimonial session, and you see there is a 14-year-old riding my bicycle. There is a 35-year-old who is riding my bicycle, and the most enthusiastic and youngest person I've ever met was a 69-year-old grandpa who rides
Brilliant.
my cycle, and he is so possessive. I was having one event in Bangalore, and he's the user of Bangalore. He says, probably this is my last asset in my life, which I have owned.
Wow.
And I'm not going to give for any shows. It is my asset. I'm going to ride it every day. So he's very good,
Brilliant.
very happy. So there's no age limit. Everybody and the age. I'll tell you, the e-bike effect is the phenomenon. You can Google it also. The
Yeah.
e-bike effect is what? The e-bike effect says if you ride normal cycle, average usage was per day 2 kilometer. But what happened was when electric bike was introduced, the average usage went from 2 kilometer per day to 17 kilometer per day.
Hmm.
And this effect is across gender, across age group, across demography. So the
That's good.
e-bike, the by e-bike effect, what we're talking about is universal. It doesn't have the seasonal effect. Like people purchase in March and people purchase in December, they don't purchase in between. That's not the case. People purchase across time. The effect is similar across gender, and this effect is similar across age group.
Brilliant.
This is the effect. You can also read this term, the e-bike effect. The European countries are really a good example
Brilliant.
who have actually gone through this.
Absolutely, absolutely. I was just going to say that internationally, the phenomena of e-bikes and the trend of using e-bikes has already sort of come into force, and especially in European cities. We see it very often because they do have public transport, but they also want their own means of transport. So this becomes a really really innovative solution for them. So
Yes.
So I think this is a really interesting product. It is very much the need of the hour. It's super futuristic, but it's also, can be implemented in the present. So for the people who would like, firstly, to read more about this, we're definitely going to put the website link in our description and in our article as well. And what we're also going to do is put down some more contact details and some more details about the product. What you can do is two things. One is you can order your bike if you're convinced already. I think they let you do that online. And the other option is you can test this out if you live in Pune, I think, right?
Uh, Actually, I'm present in 48 cities,
Oh,
19
wow.
states, and plus 95 retail outlets.
Oh, brilliant. So I'm sure they can easily find some place to test drive and test
Yes,
ride this bicycle. So both of these things will be put in the description below. I think it is riding an electric bike is really a testament to how much you care about the environment, care about your own body, and just care about making India a more livable place. Less pollution, less traffic, and just making it a more Western, and creating a more healthy environment for everybody. So it's a great step that has been taken by people like you, to move towards a better, to making India a higher standard of living, to make the country as a whole a more livable place. So thank you for doing that, and we are really really excited to have a product like this in the Indian market. So thank you, and this was a very fruitful conversation.
absolutely.
Anything you'd like to say before we end?
No, just one thing to the all audience who is watching us right now. Please test ride our product because I'm sure the one who sits on my bike takes the bike home for
Brilliant.
sure. It's really good experience. It's not about buying or going and seeing out the product. I would like all the people who are watching this to test ride the product in the nearest center. All tier one, tier two, we have been covering already.
Brilliant. Brilliant. All right. Thank you so much for talking to us. We hope this conversation helped everybody watching.
Exactly, exactly. You're most welcome, Mr.